How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the new Bartesian Duet home cocktail maker. The new Bartesian Duet, Bartesian's most compact cocktail maker, crafts premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Duet cocktail maker. And now, get our best deal ever on the new Bartesian Duet, plus free shipping when you go to bartesian.com/cocktail. Entertaining? The Bartesian Duet is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. And now, get our best deal ever on the new Bartesian Duet, plus free shipping when you go to bartesian.com/cocktail. Hurry, offer ends soon. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail, bartesian.com/cocktail.
Did you know that lung cancer accounts for 1 in 5 cancer deaths? What if you could catch lung cancer earlier? A newly released study shows that a lung cancer screening boasts survival rates up to 95%. Scan your body for lung cancer with the most advanced technology at Virtual Imaging. Book a Saturday appointment now through January at Virtual Imaging's new Johns Creek location for a limited time offer, making lung scans more affordable than ever. Be in the know about your health early. Call 404-474-1654.
Welcome to this episode of the Parc Fermé, brought to you by Kingsbridge BCP. Kingsbridge's founder, Skip Williams, is a longtime listener of the Parc Fermé and an avid F1 fan, but he also happens to be an expert in the field of business continuity. Now, we all know what the Parc Fermé is all about, right? We watch one and we talk about it. It's occasionally insightful. But what about business continuity? Business continuity plans, or BCP for short, are plans that your company would have in place to continue operations during incidents like fire, flood, power outages, cyber attacks, and trust me, the trying times we're currently going through right now, they have plans for that as well. If you're a small business owner, you know what I'm talking about. But even if you own a large global company, you know exactly the stresses situations like this can place on your business. Now, Skip and the awesome people at Kingsbridge BCP have put together a free edition of their planning software called Shield. Now, this software is intended to help you and your business be better prepared for the next incident that could impact your business, either directly or even through your supply chain. Hey, everybody likes free. This podcast is free. So do me a big favor. Go over to www.kingsbridgebcp.com/TPF. Stands for the Parc Fermé. There, you will see how you can make your planning more efficient and more complete, and how Kingsbridge BCP can protect your business with the right business continuity plan. Now, on with the show.
Steering wheel. Laps of steering wheel, yeah. Steering wheel. Hey, steering wheel. Somebody tell him to give it to him. Come on! Whoa!
Do that, can I please? Do that, kid?
How the f*** is that possible?
I'm driving like a grandma. Get that, Ralph? Did you hear me? I'm on radio. Ralph, acknowledge. Now, come on, close it down and kill him. We've got a lunatic on the track down that interstate.
I am so annoyed.
No, Todd, not now!
You must convince the villagers that I'm harmless.
Grace!
Hello, everybody. This is Paul Charsley, the International.
Get to the show!
This is the show!
That's strange. I wonder what's causing all the accidents.
Seriously, Todd?
No, is my drinking, is it emptying the bottle or not?
Can I go for a wee?
Steering wheel. Laps of steering wheel, yeah. Steering wheel. Hey! Steering wheel. Somebody tell him to give it to me. Come on! Whoa!
Crazy Max was after that, you know, so can't let anybody past.
Hi, Phil Swift here for Flex Seal.
A prodigious talent.
It's a shitbox. Put that cookie down now! Fastest carrier!
I'm driving like a grandma.
I want it now! What's the matter with those twats down there?
Help! Help! I'm being repressed! We need to know if you need a front wing.
What do you mean?
Hey, what happened?
you a wizard, a genius? Why didn't you tell me that before?
Not good enough, damn it! Not good enough!
Are you crazy?
Lies. Oh, lies!
Jojo, the idiot circus boy.
No more radio. The rest of the race.
Stop yelling at Todd.
You don't need to hear things like that. You just a boy.
Hello and welcome back to the Parc Fermé for podcast number 709. This one is, no, it's not 700, it's like 713. This is the holiday gift guide. Oh boy, this is Todd.
No, Todd, not now.
AKA Negative Camber. You know I've asked you here.
You must convince the villagers that I'm harmless.
That's exactly what I need you to do tonight. For your kind consideration, we are going to offer you the ultimate holiday guide. That's exactly what we're going to do. It is the time, you know, it's the season. You've got gifts. We have scanned the internet to come up with the ultimate motorsport and F1 guide. But before doing that, I have to introduce my guest tonight, which of course means I got to go all the way to the right coast of America, nestled in our nation's capital. You know her, you love her. It's the redoubtable Grace. How you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing good. Anything that starts with the Jensen button, I can't see it. That's always my favorite. I don't know. Check the car the next time I drive by. I don't know. I just feel like there are many times at work where I just go, in my head, of course, I don't know. Why don't you just tell me? I don't know.
It's so great. Well, hey, Grace and I are obviously joined, but I know what you're thinking. You're thinking,
Wrecked from out of the wasteland. He's bad. He's beautiful. He's crazy.
Hello, everybody. This is Paul Charles, the international.
It's Paul. Paul, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Yes, I've just rushed back from the racetrack. I got a little car buying crazy this year.
Did you?
Yeah, I just figured out I own 6 cars. So
I
got to do something about it.
I
either have more children.
Yeah, your kids are gonna have rock, paper,
I know your
scissors.
son's got a car.
Right.
Your wife's got a car. And you have a Porsche.
Yes.
They just have cars, though.
Plus 3 others.
What are the other ones?
So we got the Porsche. So we got a little SUV, right?
Yeah.
So we can put, the drywall in the back when we go to Home Depot and buy KFC. I've got a Ford Focus ST track car and a Jaguar X-Type.
Oh, I didn't know. Hey, Jag.
Yeah, so I got those recently.
Fun.
The Focus track car came from the Ford school because they were divesting themselves of those cars.
Yeah.
So I picked that up so I can teach the kids how to go drive around the track.
How to drift.
Yeah, in a front-wheel drive car. Yeah. Lots of handbrake.
Yeah, a lot of handbrake. That's
a lot of
awesome.
Handbrake. Yeah. So but
cool.
There's just not enough room. So
yeah. Gonna have to thin the herd, Paul.
I do. So watch out. What's this space? I may use the next podcast just as Paul's, used car lot.
There you go. I like it.
Might make a gift list. We don't know yet.
It could make a gift. Paul, you should have put it on the gift list.
Oh,
and
God.
sold it.
You still have time.
That's why I'm not a marketing genius.
No.
That's why my racing career stopped short. I just didn't think outside the box.
Next time you put your used cars on the holiday gift, then people will be buying them.
That's right.
I could go.
Problem solved.
15-minute diatribes.
I like it.
Rear suspension on a Ford Focus. Yeah.
I like it. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hey, tonight we are going to look. Formula One has always offered a series of official F1 and unofficial F1 inspired gifts. And as Grace and I have pointed out many times in the past, these gifts have always adopted that panache and the splendor of Formula One in their price tag, regardless of how good the quality was. One of our recurring examples on the podcast is the simple key fob. But since it's Formula One, it's made from carbon fiber and it costs $100, right?
That's right.
So we've always talked about F1 gifts, always believing that F1 fans are incredibly well-heeled and we're going to be spending the price of, a Rolex on a gift. Well, This year, we've taken it upon ourselves to create the definitive F1 holiday gift buyer's guide. Yes, no more struggling to figure out which gift to get your loved one and where best to sink your $2,000. We've done all that homework for you, folks, and we're excited to offer our holiday gift buying guide. And for this extravaganza, we had to bring in Paul and Grace in order to compile the definitive gift list. And we had Atticus and Huxley working overtime to get the links, which I'm going to share. So for all of our YouTube viewers, I will be, I guess, basically cumbersomely sharing my screen.
Painful.
It does, doesn't it? So I'm going to go switching and clicking, and I'm going to be sharing a screen. So for our YouTube viewers, I'm going to share pictures of the gifts we've selected. Now, for our audio listeners, I will have links to every gift we mention on tonight's show in the description of this podcast on our website, theparcferme.com. So if you're just listening to the podcast, you go to our website, you open up the post of this podcast, and I'm going to have all those links, and you can click and enjoy the splendor, the grandeur of the gifts that we've hand selected. Okay.
Yeah, make sure you use the discount code.
Yeah.
Parc Ferme.
Right.
Absolutely no discount at all.
For no discount at all.
Go. Yeah.
You're really just going to confuse them.
Except if you want to buy one of Paul's cars, that might actually get you a discount.
That's right.
I may even sign it.
Right. You go out there with a Sharpie on the hood.
Yeah.
Best wishes.
He'll sign it as whoever you want.
Paul.
Jensen Button.
Yeah.
Lewis
Hamilton.
Someone of some fame and skill. Yes. Yeah. You can do that.
Young driver Fernando Alonso.
Fred, with all love, Lewis Hamilton.
Exactly. Perfect. Who wouldn't want that?
Gmail 8.
I love it. All right. Shall we start?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
I know what you're saying.
Get to the show.
This is the show.
This is the show. I promise I do have a little F1 news to get to at the very end of the cast.
I do want to point out that we have 14 weeks between now and the first race in Australia. So people, there is no Formula One show. This is the show for the next 14 weeks.
Yeah.
So off season, my favorite time of the year, we get to talk about whatever we want because
exactly.
Until
there's not even preseason testing, is there?
I don't think so. I think they're all just showing up in Australia and crossing their fingers.
Yeah. First there was room, now preseason testing gone.
Right.
I mean, like if we wanted to this evening, we could spend 20 minutes talking about Paul's Team Tyrrell Elf Ford shirt.
Oh, it's pretty nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I had t-shirts like this as a young child. So as like most of us, we try to relive our.
I didn't need to tell you how much I love that Elf logo and Jacques Lafitte driving around, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah.
I was a Jacques Lafitte fan. You know, color me reactionary, color me a stupid young child, but I was a Jacques Lafitte Elf and loved it.
Yep.
Cool. All right, let's start. We are going to start at the very top. We're going to start with Paul.
Ooh.
Paul, what is your first gift? I'm going to share it right now. Your first gift is this. Tell everyone what they've won, Paul.
It is the ultimate Monaco F1 weekend. What is everyone's favorite race of the year? Apart from Grace. Monaco. Which one does everyone want to go to? Which race does everyone want to win? It's Monaco. And why? And why do you want to do that? Because of the grandioseness around it, right? And if you're going to go, you may as well do it right. You may as well live the life of Flavio Briatore. You may as well do it on a yacht or an extremely fancy, expensive hotel and be catered to, get to meet Formula One gentry around over the weekend, maybe even be carried from your hotel room down to the track, you know, and just for the very, very low. And actually, I know this for a fact, you can even get a premium F1 driver to wish you the best after you've made nuptials with your
nice.
Yeah. So if you proposed on a boat, perhaps in the Monaco harbor, you could have an F1 personality to say, hey, congrats.
Well, I have a little problem with that. I'm a married man. So.
We're all married.
But how did you do it? You can always get
here.
remarried, Todd.
Well, I could.
There you go, an anniversary.
Yeah. When's your have you done your 20th yet?
21st.
Okay, see, what better than spend $35,000 of your hard-earned retirement money on a one weekend bash, getting drunk and falling in the river?
I guess my wife would get a little upset if I was on my social media. Hey, Tammy, here's a ring. Would you marry me? I don't know who you are. My wife's at home. A little weird.
You're supposed to take your wife with you for crying out loud.
Right.
We can renew our vows.
That's what he's saying.
Yes.
Just get her a bigger diamond, and it'll be fine.
Right.
Right.
And then I could have Fernando come up, and he would say, or I don't know, whatever Fernando would say. I guess like, why not?
Right. But,
GP2 ring. GP2
there's
ring.
no way to blow. There's no way to blow your money quicker than a weekend at the Monaco.
In Monaco.
There you go.
All right. So that's a good one. Now that might be topped, Paul, by this wonderful gem that Grace is offering up. Let me get to Grace's first gift.
I think they go together. I don't think this is an either or, one is better. I think this is a perfect accessory.
That's a really good point, Grace.
For your weekend in Monaco.
I think it's a perfect accessory for Monaco. It is, of course, this, Grace. Tell us about your first gift.
The Mattio Binotto reading glasses. So you too could wear the glasses of your favorite, perhaps former Formula One team.
Perhaps former. I love it. Yeah.
Well, he's
Grace, he was just not feeling well.
All right. Sure. Okay.
Hey, does that come with actually he pretty much was the preempt of the COVID hairstyles, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
You had the COVID hair when you actually could go get a haircut.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly right.
I do want to note that. So I had a roommate who had curly hair, and so it looked great. His hair looked great in the desert. So I think he should have gone to Abu Dhabi just for the great hair, because there's no humidity and the curls would look great. But I did want to give a shout out to Reddit, because I thought, how am I going to find these glasses? Somebody already found them out for me. So they're actually the Lindbergh 6531s, which have been discounted, but they have similar glasses in their current lineup. So you too could have the exact same glasses. And not only that, but if you go to Lindbergh's website, they have a celebrity page that shows you the celebrities who wear their glasses.
Ooh.
Like one of the Jonas Brothers, and Mr. E, and Eddie Jordan, and Kevin Magnussen.
Nice.
No Binotto on the celebrity page, but he does wear their glasses.
I like it.
So there you go.
All right. I like it. And when I post these links, I'm also going to post the gift and how much they cost.
Okay. Well, I'm sure it's
yeah.
And for the record, so that's why I tried to find them on the actual Lindbergh website, but they're discontinued, so I couldn't actually give you the link from the website.
Right.
So this is a third-party link to the glasses.
So my first gift is this gem, this little gem, and I chose this gem really because the name of the gift. You go to the link, you guys are going to love this. I start off with this. This is the name, folks. Williams F1 gear desk, office tabletop, mantle clock, man's guys, mechanics, Formula One, motorsport, engineering, car driving, race gift accessory for $85, Grace.
Man.
That took him $85 to get all those words in the search term.
Yes, excuse me. I'd like to pick up one of your F1 gear desk, office table, mantle clock, man's guys, mechanic, Formula One, motorsport, engineering, car driver, racing gift accessory. Thanks. Huh? How about that, Jim? You know what? Amaze your friends, folks. Amaze your friends with this little gem sitting just almost precariously on the edge of your desk.
Yeah,
do you think that spanner comes with it?
I don't know. I was wondering that
for $85. No, probably not for $85. That might be a $135 package, Paul.
You
know,
right? Because if you go to change your ratios sometimes, depending on the weather,
right?
What time of year it is.
Yeah.
You
I
need
mean,
imagine that with.
Imagine sitting at your desk, your feet on the desk, Paul,
as I'm wont to do,
and then all of a sudden you need a spanner real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you've got one right there.
Right.
And everyone knows it's probably a 10 millimeter. That's,
Now, do you think, owing to the name being about 10 times as long as the actual gift itself, it comes in an extra long box?
That would be good. Like I had a really huge box.
Or when you open up the instructions, it rolls out like a papyrus script or something, right?
And on the side of the box, it says fragile. It would be perfect.
Yeah. Instructions in every single language in existence.
Yes, right.
It's a clock.
Right. It's a clock. All right. I like the name. I'm going to go with it.
That's pretty good.
All right, Paul, we're back to you. We're going to pick your second gift. Now, this is a real doozy. I do like this one.
Yes.
Paul, explain this gift to us.
Well, this is what everyone thinks they can do.
Yeah.
And everyone's obviously been hammering on this guy for all year, including ourselves. You can prove that you are better than Bottas by driving his very car in a Williams FW33 driving experience.
How about that? You mean I literally could go and get into Valtteri Bottas's car and drive that bad boy around?
You might even be able to use his seat. I don't know.
I'm wondering if I could pilot that 750 horsepower, 18,000 RPM car faster than Bottas could.
Right. I'm assuming you can, because most people think they can. So, although they are hedging their bets here, and you get 10 laps, and that's 2 sessions. So they figure after 5 laps, you're pretty much exhausted and your neck is falling off. So you can only handle 5 laps at a time. Or maybe, they just figure we're just going to put it down, just put down those qualifying laps, I'm not sure. The beauty of this prize was that they charge you an extra $25 for a T-shirt. Was it? Disposable pants and gloves and the clothing to actually drive in. Disposable pants. Now, let's think about that for a second. Is that on the outside of the suit you're supposed to be wearing, or the inside of the suit you're supposed to be wearing?
I don't know. And it does make wonder, when Valtteri was at Williams, did he wear disposable pants?
I don't know.
The real Valtteri experience.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more about
disposable
Bottas.
drivers. Disposable pants go along with it, but it has all these add-ons that basically you would need to drive the car, and you pay. How much did I say this thing was? $13,000, and they're going to add on $25 for a throwaway pair of pants,
right?
And a gloves that you throw away also.
For $13K, they couldn't just chuck in the disposable
pants. Can you
pants?
just throw in disposable pants? They're disposable.
Apparently,
it's like rain pants that just rip as soon as you put them on.
Apparently, BMW was in charge of the marketing for this product.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this gift package may have been put together back when Frank owned the team. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
So, man, that's a good one.
Yeah. Run, don't walk to this opportunity.
Yeah,
Be better than Bottas. That's all we need to know.
That's right. All right. Well, Grace's next gift. Now, this one, Grace, at first blush, it's a little scary. But I think when you talk us through it,
on third and fourth blush, it's very scary.
Right. I think we'll actually see how cool this really is. Grace, talk us through it.
Well, so this actually started. So if you watched Abu Dhabi, right, all of the Renault team members were wearing the young driver Fernando Alonso face masks, right? And so I thought, well, that would be a great gift. I'm a big fan of Fernando Alonso. I'm glad to see him back in the sport. I'm glad that he's considered a young driver. I'll take that. We're relatively the same age. Sure, I'm a young driver. I like this. But of course, I'm sure they were custom made, and I couldn't find them anywhere. And they were just his face, and they were pretty funny. Because they also reminded me of the Mr. E, face mask that everybody wore, and then you knew it was Niki Lauda because he still wore the red hat, but with the Mr. E face mask, right?
Yes.
So I kind of like the face mask, and
I like
very timely Christmas gift in the middle of a pandemic, but I couldn't find them.
That's
but
a good
I
point.
did find what was a full Fernando Alonso mask, like a rubber mask like you would wear for Halloween, and a video of Ricciardo wearing one. So if you actually watch the YouTube video, it's Daniel Ricciardo wearing the Alonso mask, and like Jensen Button's in the video, and so it's from a while back, but it was pretty funny that he just is doing his Ricciardo thing wearing an Alonso mask, and there's all these other drivers in the background. And
now, do you think they could make an appearance in like Halloween 10 or something?
Right.
Yeah.
Be good.
That would be great. So that was gift number 2 is
I like it.
Even better than just the face mask is a full Halloween rubber mask of
Yes.
Fernando Alonso.
It's very festive. I'd love to see my children come down to Christmas morning wearing a Fernando Alonso mask.
Or you just sitting by the tree wearing one, like sipping your tea or whatever, right? Like, hi kids.
Paul's like, no more presents. Rest of
The rest of the day.
That's right. All right. Well, let's see. My second gift, you know, folks, what better way to let the world know that you're an F1 fan, and in particular, a fan of the 2018 German Grand Prix, than to wade.
That's my favorite one. How'd you know?
Exactly. I know. But what better way than to wade through the murky holiday waters wearing this red hat? This red hat.
There it is.
10 straight thin white lines across the crown. Why, nothing says that your scan rate is 60 hertz than showing your love for a race from the 2018 represented by straight, ambiguous lines. I mean, this is from the official F1 merch shop, folks. This one, you know, just hits it out of the park, honestly.
I love that you were able to narrow it down, because there's literally like 20 of these random race hats on their website. I was like,
I know.
What? I didn't even know these were a thing. And why are there so many of them? And of course, they're all discounted, because who's wearing this hat, let alone any of the 20 other random race hats that you could buy off of the F1 website?
It was like totally somebody in F1 went down to the basement, was going through boxes, and they were like, hey, wait, we got some of these.
They're the German Grand Prix, right? Yeah, that's
2018. Who won that? No
Hey,
one
we had
cares.
some of these misruns, and they just got white lines on. What could this mean? German Grand Prix. That looks very German to me.
They just did a focus group in the office.
Yeah,
What does this look like to you? What does this look like to you? German Grand Prix. That's what we're gonna go with.
That's it. Hey, Chase, what's this look like to you? German Grand Prix. Perfect.
Maybe that was.
Now, thinking about it, was the 2018 German Grand Prix where Vettel stuffed it in the barriers in the rain?
Oh, you know what this could be, Paul? You're right. This could be indicative of the Armco.
You're right.
Perfect. Gosh, you're a genius.
Makes sense,
good.
right?
Christ,
Yeah.
you're
Got
good,
it.
Paul.
You passed the Rorschach test.
That's it.
Good job.
That's so good. I don't know. I'm sure there's some Germans that are watching this or sitting at home listening to this that'll look at it and say, you guys are idiots. You don't know what those 10 straight lines mean?
Yeah, that's the logo to the very popular comedy series in Germany.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? I don't know.
People should really go look at all of them, because it's really a great collection of random ass hats that somebody, I'm pretty sure, just made some shit up for.
It totally is, man. It totally is. All right.
They really need some money in F1. They got to pay.
Maybe that's what MonacoLive's job actually is. Here's your first job. Here's 20 hats. Figure out how we're going to sell them.
How are we going to sell these 20 hats?
It's like, it's like a thing on the thing. What was that show with
the thing?
Trump?
With the guy.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The Apprentice.
The Apprentice.
One of those things. Yeah. Take this hat.
Yeah.
And make
Sell
it
it.
something to
You
sell.
got to go sell it.
Yeah. Else you're fired.
And Stefano's like looking at it. German Grand Prix.
Yeah. Done.
Perfect. Sold. $20
Done.
hat. Done. Free shipping? Of course not. You think I'm going to ship this to Sri Lanka for free? No. Come on, man. All right, Paul. Your third gift is a doozy.
My third gift is a doozy.
This one is it.
The price could be even higher during these COVID times.
I have a funny story about this price, but go ahead.
Okay. So if you're lonely, or if you're just an F1 fan that want to make it a little special for the rest of the family and have a special guest come over for Christmas dinner, have a turkey, probably won't stay there longer than an hour, but, we'll talk about things. What better than to have Mario Andretti come over for the very low price of $100,000 to speak to your family about his career and his life. Or even better, you could have Lewis Hamilton, who's 100,000 plus, come over and talk about himself during your Christmas dinner. And the entertainment, maybe they could stand by the tree and just kind of spin some tales about lotuses and, you know, Ron Dennis, etc., as your family are chowing down on their dry turkey and cranberry sauce. So
it's brilliant.
So, and $100,000 for Mario to speak for you.
Okay, so Paul, I'm not going to name names and I'm not going to name groups, Paul, but do you remember several years ago, when you and I did the particular car owner group event?
Yes.
Do you remember
that?
Okay.
In Vegas. Yes.
Yes. So Paul and I were invited to go to this national car owner. It's a particular mark of car, and they were having an owners event in Vegas. And Paul and I were invited to go and do a full presentation on Formula One, which we did. But they also wanted a speaker that was kind of associated with that brand. And they were going to get Mario because he was associated with that brand. And so the head of that group, I was talking to him one day and I said, so did you get Mario? He goes, oh, hell no. I said, why? He goes, guy wants 40 grand to come out and talk about the brand. I said, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, he wants like 40 or 50 grand to come out and talk about the brand. He goes, screw that.
An hour speech.
Yeah. Right. So they decided, well, we'll get Emerson Fittipaldi, right? He's got to be cheaper, right?
Got to be.
No, Emerson was like, all right, I'll fly there from Brazil, but you got to put me up at the top hotel and I'm bringing my girlfriend and you're paying for her. They were like, screw that. So Paul Charsley to the rescue. Paul, you got the keynote speaker and brought him over and he was wonderful.
He was wonderful. Yes. And he's actually in the IMSA paddock nowadays. I bump into him every day.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yes.
Super good guy.
Super good guy.
It didn't cost 40 grand.
He did not.
No.
But he did an awesome job. So.
He did a great job, and it was a wonderful event. So the price for Mario has certainly went up. I don't know.
It did. Yeah. I mean, we're getting closer in age. Maybe you just trying to squirrel it away or something. Now he did lose his job as being the driver of the IndyCar pace car. Two-car driver thing, right? So he's got to supplement his income.
Yeah, right.
Now,
the Social Security checks just aren't cutting it anymore.
No. So, I mean, think about it. It's like he's a one-time champion. What can Lewis? You know, Lewis is 100,000 plus. Right. What's he charging?
Yeah.
Right.
No kidding. Wow.
Oh, man,
That's
I should have been an F1 champion. Man, I would have been set.
That's right. Instead, you're here with us doing this.
Yeah. Paul, you've fallen so low, my friend.
Yes.
I know. I got to go back to Kent and see what happens.
You got to get back to Kent. I mean, all roads lead to Kent. Success starts at Kent.
I need to go back to Kent, start from ground zero, and
that's it.
Just use the energy that is in that awesome place to.
I've never been to Kent.
Push me back up.
But if somebody's listening, I'll move the whole family. We'll move to Kent so I can start my wealth building right there in Kent. Why not?
I don't
know. Imagine me and my family walking around the streets of Kent like it's a place, one city, but walking around in
It's the Kingdom of Kent.
It's the Kingdom of Kent.
It's a kingdom for sure. Yeah.
They had the second Grand Prix at Silverstone. They have to be pretty big.
Yeah, it would be the Kentish Grand Prix.
That's right.
So walking around Kent and they, oi, Yankee, shut your gap.
Hey, Kent does have its own Grand Prix track.
Oh, there you go.
It has Brands Hatch. So.
Well, there you go. It's got Brands Hatch.
It can work. It can literally survive on itself.
Do you think the Kentonians would want? I don't think the Kentonians would want me after all that I've done. Did you see the tweet that I posted where, Kent, I was the man of the year.
Man of the year.
They named a garden path after me.
They sure did. They didn't tell you where that garden path was.
No, it could have been
right on some.
It's right on the border of Kent and Essex, which is
right. And I think it was the backyard of an old pensioner.
Yes.
I guess it was. Well, what are you going to do?
Right.
All right, Grace.
You could just move to Pennsylvania and live with Mario. It's a lot closer.
That's true. I could just do that.
Do you think if you bumped into Mario along the street where you're shopping and you had a couple minute conversation, he's going to hand you a bill?
He's going to pull the calculator out. He goes, okay. All right. So that was 30 grand. shit. No, I did have a conversation.
He's got his little credit card thing.
Yeah, like the little
the square.
Yeah.
All he did is ask me where the carrots were, and now I owe him 40 grand. Jeez.
So,
that's not good.
So back in the day when CART was around and they were in St. Louis at Gateway, I went to like the Thursday or Friday practice or whatever it was. And I was in the paddock and this, nobody's back there. And I've told this story on the podcast before, so I'll make it quick. But I saw Mario standing there with the team and he was eating a plum. And Paul, it was right after he almost bought it at Le Mans, hit the wall at the Mulsanne Street. Remember that? Mm-hmm. And so I walked up and I said, "Hey, Mario, how you doing?" And we sat there for like 20 minutes just shooting the breeze. Super nice guy. But he told me, I said, "Wow, Le Mans, it was so awesome." He goes, "Yeah, I'm done with that." He goes, "I've been in a lot of bad accidents." He goes, "That scared the crap out of me." And I'm
He
done.
needed the disposable pants, right?
He needed I said, for $25 extra in this conversation, I could have brought you disposable pants. I wish you would have let me know.
I don't know. The closest I ever got was Michael Andretti almost ran me over with a golf cart at the Baltimore Grand Prix. That was fun.
Nice. He does that a lot.
Did you tell him that?
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want?
I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the new Bartesian Duet Home Cocktail Maker. The new Bartesian Duet, Bartesian's most compact cocktail maker, crafts premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Duet Cocktail Maker. And now, get our best deal ever on the new Bartesian Duet, plus free shipping when you go to bartesian.com/cocktail. Entertaining? The Bartesian Duet is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. And now, get our best deal ever on the new Bartesian Duet, plus free shipping when you go to bartesian.com/cocktail. Hurry, offer ends soon. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail. Bartesian.com/cocktail.
Why do you wear those white coats?
Why do you listen to my heart?
Why do you get here so early? Why are you working on your birthday?
Why are you building a new hospital?
Why do you have all these machines?
Why do you have toys in your office?
Why do you care?
Why?
At Children's Healthcare of Atlanta, we have the same answer for every why, because nothing matters more than kids. Give today at choa.org/donate.
No,
nice going, Low Eyes. Yeah.
Well, I know Baltimore, but they had it like, we had no idea where our seats were. And when you'd ask somebody, they'd go, I don't know, I think it's over there somewhere. Oh, okay, thanks. You're not really helping. And so we're like,
so wait a minute. Michael Andretti was an usher in your section?
No, that would have been
Can I
great.
help you find your seat?
I might have had a few words for him.
Could everyone move along? We've got seat A and B here.
Let's see. You're up 4 rows.
That way. No.
Grace.
One more. Yeah, no. So we're
Thanks, Michael.
In the parking lot of Camden Yards, my friend Dave and I, and this, golf cart comes zooming through, and it's like, Jesus, we're walking here. And I'm like, oh shit, that was Michael Andretti that almost like plowed us over.
It's too bad he wasn't that fast when he was at McLaren.
No, you know what? I'm sure I made that comment too.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I went on like a 20-minute I hate Michael Andretti rant too.
Yeah, it's like, who do you think I am? Carl Benlinger?
Right.
That would have been
that year. It's like our first lap. Oh, it's been an incident. Michael Andretti and Carl Benlinger are tangled. Oh, there's been an accident. Who is it? I don't know. Come on, Mike. Yeah, I think it's Michael and Sauber. Oh, it's Colvin.
Not a good year. All right,
Yeah.
Grace.
All right.
What are we on, our third for you, Grace?
Yes.
No, this is a doozy. This one's a good one, and it's very fitting as the McLaren fan you are.
That is correct. So not only I'm a big Alonso fan, but I am also a very large McLaren fan. And I'm guessing that other McLaren fans, maybe just people in general, we're not ready for the Carlos Sainz in his Ferrari outfit on Monday.
That was shocking.
I felt like, I just broke up and he just has a picture of him with his new girlfriend. Like, could you let it sit for a bit?
On the vacation he booked for you and him.
Right. Yeah, there he is in Hawaii with his new girlfriend, right? Like, could you let it rest a little bit, man?
He did the Monaco deal and got engaged to my wife.
Gosh.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So, I'm like drinking my coffee, going through Twitter. I'm like, well, that's great. Thanks for waiting a little bit.
But here's the good news, Grace, as a Ferrari fan. I got to tell you, red's a good color on him. He's got that dark hair.
Yeah, he
looks good in red.
Looks good with the hair.
Yeah.
It's got good hair.
But you can relive the memories here.
So I realized that there may be a theme to my gifts here, but the reason why the McLaren We Races One fan bundle really spoke to me as a gift is that not only do you get some stickers and a little gym bag, but you also get cardboard masks of both Lando and Carlos. So you can keep the 2019-2020 Carlando feelings going with your own little paper face mask of Carlos Sainz. So you put on your little orange and blue and pretend like he's never left.
I was hoping that it would come with a little box of 6 peeps in the shape of Zach Brown.
I will say
Overstuffed.
that
Sorry, Zach.
Yeah.
Okay, so Zach Brown, listening to Abu Dhabi, right? So afterwards, he jumps off the pit wall and he does his best, Howard Dean, we're going to, totally excited, right? And so then they go to Carlos's radio and you can hear Zach's yelling in the background. You can just hear him all over again. Yeah, right. He's like, I was like, somewhere Howard Dean is called and he wants his yell back, but it was great.
Yeah.
Good old Zach Brown.
Good old Zach.
And so there you go. So if you need a little more Carlos Sainz in your life or a little more Lando in your life.
Or if you're not ready to give up on Carlos yet, you still want to live that Carlos McLaren love until the first
When I see him, I just kind of put my hand like this. So I can't see that he's wearing red, right? I'm just going to keep on pretending that's the orange under there.
It needs, the one thing that's missing in that thing is a smaller picture of the face of Carlos Sainz's brother-in-law. Who always is in the background every race. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. He's like Carlos's version of Angela.
Right.
What is his manager?
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, right. You made it sound like it's just some dude he found on the street. It's not like it's.
He's a family member that's figured out how to earn 10%.
Yeah.
You make it sound like whoever the woman standing next to Joss Verstappen is that Max's mom? Is that Joss's girlfriend? Is that Max's sister? Who is this woman? It could be any of those. We don't know.
We just like the blue lipstick. That's all.
That's great. We don't know who she is.
It was green, wasn't it?
I don't know.
The dress is gold. It's fine.
Which one?
Right. I don't know.
Reminded me of the green woman in the Star Trek episode.
That was a good one. Yeah.
All right. So am I up? Okay. Yep. Here's my next gift. I think you'll all agree. When Paul Charsley entertains at Charsley Manor, he does so with a certain elegance and attention to detail that most hosts missed. When engaged in conversation with Paul near the eggnog, you might have just noticed that he set his glass down on a coffee table like no other, folks. That's right. It's not just any coffee table. It's a $31,000 Renault F1 V10 block coffee table. That's right, folks. It's made from the block of a Renault V10 engine, and that is the elegance, nay, the nuance that is Paul Charsley.
That is true. And not many people know this. That engine came from when I did the Be a Bottas test drive, and I launched the engine in my start line practice.
I just see that holiday party at the Charzolini's. Is this Manchego? Is that a Renault?
Get it out of here. Yeah.
No, it's marzipan or marzipan. Is it marzipan or marzipan?
It's marzipan.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. That's lovely. It is.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
It's a good touch. And Paul, I like how you put the lights inside of it. You see the little blue hue out of the piston, chamber.
It took a while to figure that out, but
yeah, I like it.
Done. Yeah.
Some LEDs.
You can actually get it at AutoZone.
Right.
The kids had it in their Mitsubishi 3000 GT, and I said, "Ooh, I'm having that."
Right. Right. Now, my coffee table, I couldn't afford the 31K like Paul. I have a Pinto.
A Tempo engine?
Or Tempo. It's from a Tempo.
Yeah, that's because you spent your money talking to Mario. So now you
I
can't
did,
buy
yeah.
a fancy Renault.
Right. Yeah. I had to write Mario a check. So it was like $31,000.
And you're actually going to buy Paul's car, and Paul's going to sign it to Mario Andretti on the dashboard. See?
So I make this out to Mario.
How do you spell that? Is that with 2 T's?
Yeah, how is that?
Is that Italian?
3 R's, 2 E's, and a triple T?
What is that?
Is there an umlaut in there?
Do you eat a lot of plums, Mario? Good enough. Okay.
All right.
That was mine. All right. I like that one. All right. So we're on number 4. All right. Number 4, we're going to go to Paul's 4th one. I dig this one, Paul. This one's kind of fancy and fun.
It is fancy and fun.
If you're a single lad in the pub in Kent, this might get the ladies. I don't know.
It might. Doesn't take much. But anyway.
You just slighted the Kentian women, Paul. That's not good.
Well, they always have a go at the Essex girls, so I may as well have a go at the Kents.
That's true.
Anywho, but yeah, so we were talking to, always brought up on the podcast is the carbon fiber key fob. You get the key fob, you put your own key on it, and you drive to work with your favorite Formula One team or driver alongside with you. Why not get a key to a McLaren Formula One sports car from 94 and not actually have the car? So
just the key.
Yeah, you have the key, but not the car. So I don't know how this happens. And the poor guy that's looking for his keys still, but for just $3,500, you can have the key to a car you don't drive.
$3,500 a key to a car
possibly
you
afford.
don't have.
Yeah.
And I noticed, Paul, it's in Canadian dollars. So I don't know. By the time you do that, you get a tailwind
Lawrence
with American
Stroll's
dollars
behind this, I tell you. This is how it's,
Well,
This
you
is how
get
he's funding Lancey.
right. You get a tailwind with the conversion rate. So what is that? About $200 US? I don't know what that is. But I feel bad for the Canadian chap that lost his F1, McLaren F1, or got sick.
Just one.
That is not cheap to replace those.
No.
And
you wondered how the troubled youth Lance got his start.
I want it now.
That's
What's the
it.
matter with those fucks down there?
That's all right. That was he was nicking McLaren F1 key fobs.
You know, for another $3,500, they'll tell you where that car is.
Yeah,
right.
It's located on Oak Street
in Toronto.
Toronto. Usually
in
left
Willowdale.
outside on Sundays.
Yeah, right. It's usually out front this place on Sundays. Yes,
but that's probably the cheapest Gordon Murray product you could possibly buy, right?
I like it.
Key to a McLaren Formula One.
Yeah, if you were looking for a Gordon Murray, that's it right there. I like it. That's really good, Paul. That's a good one. Let's see, Grace, your next one is a real hoot. I love this one. It's this bad boy here. Walk us through it.
All right. So bear with me on this gift. Now, first of all, I'd like to say that my gifts run the whole price gamut. So if you're looking for a last minute gift and you have like $2 to spare, this is the gift for you.
Mm-hmm.
So now, as you all know, we're big fans of the Ted Kravitz notebook here at the Parc Ferme, right?
Yes, we are.
So I feel like even more so this year, it has come to me to feel like how I feel through this whole pandemic. It's just Ted and his little notebook wandering around random places at first in his neighborhood park with a selfie stick, right?
Yes.
You know, just trying to keep people out of a shot, dogs pooping out of a shot, people making out of a shot, right? Wandering around aimlessly, doing a lot of self-talk, right? I just feel this is how I felt locked in my house now for 9 months. Just a lot of me talking to myself. I feel like Ted. So then when we actually started getting to races, I thought, okay, well, you know, it'll be fine. It'll be like normal Ted notebook. No, because he still can't really interact with anybody. So now he also just looks like this crazy guy now, just wandering around tracks, talking, having self-talk. My favorite was, I don't remember which one of the Bahrain Grand Prix, but one of them, he had a run-in with Christian Horner that was very Todd-like, which I enjoyed because he's trying to talk to Christian Horner. I don't even now remember the question, but he doesn't have a boom mic. So Christian just keeps getting closer to him and Ted keeps scooting away from him, yelling, 2 meters, years, right? Like, and Christian Horner just says something like, "It's tomorrow," and walks away from him. So it's not just you, Todd. He clearly is that way to everybody.
I feel better.
So he kind of like, it was a very interesting thing. And then the other one is that, you know, Ted talks about something and he goes like, "See over here." And so it takes a while for his cameraman to get over there to look at that thing. And by the time he's like zoomed in on that thing, Ted has now wandered away like my mom at a store, right? And so he pans back, Ted's gone. We don't know where Ted is. Now the cameraman's going to find him because Ted just kept on talking and kept on walking while his cameraman is trying to focus on whatever it is Ted wanted him to look at. So I just feel that, to me, 2020 can be summarized in one of these Ted's notebooks.
I like it.
Another experience, because I just feel like that's how we all are right now, just wandering around, talking to office buildings that nobody's in, pointing to things down a road that nobody's on.
Yep.
You know
what it's like? It's like the cardboard box that kids play with at Christmas when they're opening all their presents. All of a sudden, they're playing with the cardboard box, and it's becoming this big imagination station.
Right.
This is it for adults.
This is it.
The Ted Kravitz. Yeah, we can walk around and we can make up our own diatribes with our selfie sticks.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's amazing.
You know, and even if you did, Paul, if you had a couple young toddlers that were burgeoning that wanted to become the next Ted Kravitz, for $2, you could get them started the right way.
Man, that is an easy sell at Christmas.
Yeah, it
I
is.
got you a real Ted Kravitz notebook.
I got you a year's worth of Ted Kravitz notebooks that each, you know, and you could go and
each race.
You know, could walk in and say, well, you know, Dad, you know, had a DNF. You know, he was trying to.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Hey, you got 14 weeks to prepare your notebooks too, right?
That was good, Paul.
I was just gonna let that go. Just gonna let that go. All right, but yeah. So nonetheless, that was gift number 4. Was a high quality little notebook, so you too could be Ted Kravitz in the pandemic.
That's a really good one.
Nice.
All right,
very creative.
Thank you.
All right, so mine next, gift number 4. You know, folks, for all those George Russell fans out there, and at this point, who isn't? Why not celebrate? I'm going to share it. Why not celebrate the lowest possible point of this young man's burgeoning career with the George Russell Sad Imola 2020 sticker, right? I mean, who amongst us wouldn't want to commemorate that crowning achievement by encapsulating that moment in a sticker for your Yeti for $5?
I think you could get a whole collection, right? You could get the Alonso in the chair.
You could get the Mika breaking down at Monza. Yeah.
Right. You could have a whole theme for your Yeti stickers.
Right.
You could have the PK slap.
Yes.
At the Monza chicane. Oh, the kick and the slap. Yeah.
Yes.
And the Sato slap.
Yes. That's right.
I honestly, I think we've got something here.
I think you're right. This would be
I
great.
think so.
That's a Yeti.
We're going to steal this idea and we're going to make millions.
I think it would be great. The Lewis China 2007.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could just make stickers of the worst moment of drivers' careers.
You could have like a dual sticker of Massa enjoying his world championship, then losing it.
Yeah. You could have like a picture showing the evolution of Maldonado's entire career. You know, why not?
Great, right? I wonder what's causing all the accidents.
I don't know.
But you should get a sticker of him on the shoulders of Raikkonen and Alonso, right? Because it's the worst moment for all of us, but his greatest moment, right?
Yeah, right.
Great for him, bad for the sport.
Oh man, that's so good. All right. Well, all right. Speaking of Paul, your final gift number 5. This one just had me at as soon as I saw it, I had to order one. I think this is brilliant. Walk us through this one, Paul.
So this is the Pastor Maldonado Throw Pillow. You know, nothing says Christmas like sitting down there with a little open fire, listening to Christmas tunes or watching a nice Christmas movie, you know,
eating your Christmas crumble.
Feel good. And just getting you under your blanket and you're just cuddling up to your Pastor Maldonado Throw Pillow.
Oh my gosh.
Saying it's my favorite time of year.
It's amazing.
I mean, how did this not happen before?
I don't know.
I mean,
how this eluded F1 holiday gift lists, I have no idea.
It comes along with the gurney flap and ground effect. Past the Maldonado throw pillow is something that just had to happen, and some genius made it happen.
That's right.
There's nothing creepy about it.
No,
nothing at all.
Nope.
Especially his face. I mean,
I know. Is he mad? Is he happy? No one knows.
You give it to your little 4-year-old daughter and say, "Here you go." She's feeling a little scared because there's a little thunder outside. Here you go. You can have the pastel throw pillow tonight.
Have this creepy Venezuelan. There you go. I was in an elevator with him, you know.
Yes. Yeah, I got a picture with him.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Daytona.
That's the sound of a future children's campus being built. That's the sound of a new heart beating in an 8-year-old. That's a game of pickup basketball being won on wheels. And that is the sound of joy when a teen is cured of cancer. This is what it sounds like when you donate to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Give today at choa.org/donate, because nothing matters more than kids.
Dan Mancini from Mama Mancini's. My grandmother cherished the family meal. It was a time to relax and enjoy a delicious, wholesome dinner together. It's our mission to deliver authentic Italian recipes made with the same real ingredients my grandmother used. Mama Mancini's classic Italian meatballs and slow-cooked sauce is available in the deli department at your local Publix and supermarkets across the country. Fully cooked and ready to serve, just heat and eat. Visit MamaMancinis.com to find the closest store near you.
Yeah, so how many of these can I put you down for, Grace? Just 2?
Oh, easily. This is the gift of the year. Everybody's getting one of these.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing too, right? Because I'm not going home to see anybody. So everybody gets these in the mail. That would be great. My mom, my sister, my brother, you know.
You know how sometimes there's one thing that kind of you design a whole house or a room around?
Yeah.
This
is it.
This is it.
Yeah.
It really ties the room together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a splash of color, you know, it's just, I love it.
Yeah. It's perfect.
Oh man, that's a good one. All right. So now we got to go to Grace's. Grace, this is equally good. And why not? Damn it. This one is a good one.
I feel like a ride at Disney World, like any good show. We're going to let you off in the gift shop because what else do you need for Christmas but some Parc Fermé swag?
Exactly.
So we have a whole bunch of shirts, right? We have the leaf. I have the shitbox version on.
Yeah. You've got the shitbox version.
Yeah, that's right. The shitbox edition.
Right. We have the anagram series where we take the Parc Fermé and
Flip's getting the occasionally insightful.
Oh, wait.
For Christmas.
That back up.
Right.
Nice.
So this is the other front you can have. Occasionally insightful, right?
Perfect. Occasionally insightful.
I also have the Redoubtable Grace version. You're right. We have the anagram.
As you can see, we have Paul, what was your favorite? Was it Farm the Creep?
Farm the Creep.
Farm the Creep is my favorite. Wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
so
although I did like the barcode too from way back when.
I did like the barcode.
I do have a lot of vintage Parc Fermé gear as well.
Yes, you do.
Including one of my favorites, which is always here on the bookshelf, the old school Christmas ornaments.
Nice.
All right, see?
Yeah, the Christmas.
Got a couple coffee mugs.
Do we not have Christmas ornaments this year, Todd?
I don't.
No,
think
it's
so.
just t-shirt.
No.
Yeah, I need to branch out and get some ornaments there.
Yeah, well, so anyway, get some Parc Fermé swag. There's a lot of variety, a lot of different colors, different sayings. And exactly. As Flip has learned, it's good for birthdays, good for anniversaries, good for anything you need a gift for.
Dare to be different.
Get some shirts.
And folks, be like Flip. Be out there advertising, propping it up.
That's right.
Oh.
That's right. Be ready.
If you can't be Flip, you can be like him.
Right. That's right.
Right. All right. I like it. All right. That's a brilliant one. Is it me? I guess it is.
You're up. The last one.
The last one.
Everyone's sitting there going, come on, can you hurry up? I got to get to Amazon and order this stuff.
That's right, man.
I know.
Mario's prices might go up.
Well, for my last gift, I've always liked the Formula D board game, right?
I used to have that. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. I have it. And I always like that. And I haven't seen this game. I've seen this Formula One game for a while. I watched the video and it looks like it might be fun. So I threw this on the list just for the heck of it. It is the La Corsa Grand Prix game replete with small cars.
Look at how cute those are.
I know.
There's a caterer back there.
Just for the little cars.
I know.
Who cares if the game is fun? Those are adorable.
It does.
There's a Marussia, a caterer.
Yeah,
and,
a Ferrari. A Honda.
Honda, yeah. They're gone now.
Yeah. Well, not the Ferrari. So,
give it time.
It's like
they'll get mad. They'll leave.
It's the world's simplest board too. It's just like this little thing of wood, and you just set the cars on this. And so I watched. How do you play that? So if you have it, let me know if you enjoy it, because spending $50 on a board game seems expensive if it isn't fun. But I saw it, and you can order like blue eagles, right? It's the Gurney Eagles, or so, yeah, it's kind of fun. Yeah, it looked fun anyway.
That is cool.
That's
actually the 2022 car design there.
It is. Yeah, right. Well, it's back to ground effects, Paul.
Yeah.
Right.
So it has a die, but I watched the video how to play, and he never used the die, so I don't know what that is. But anyway, who knows? So there you go.
All right.
Cool.
It's my real gift, man. I'm sticking with that one. I liked it. Although I like Grace's Parc Fermé. All right. So that is our holiday gift guide. Let us know which one you like the best, and let us know which one you bought. I'm kind of thinking the $100,000 Mario Andretti one's probably the one everybody's going to buy this season. What better way to really...
Two people got the same present. How embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, honey, I got you Mario. Here he is. Oh, I got you Mario. He's there. Mario, you bastard. You didn't tell my wife. We gave you $200,000.
I'm charging you twice anyway.
Do you have any plums? Just telling you. No, man. So anyway, to let us know what you think. Now, if you're a listener of the podcast, go to our website, go to the post of this podcast. All the links are there. You can see the ridiculousness and the pictures of this. It's a lot of fun. Before we back out of this podcast, though, I do have a couple things to tell you in F1 news. Ineos, Toto, and Mercedes now equal owners of Mercedes. You could see Merck's reticence last spring with talk of them leaving in the rumor mill, but it seems what they really wanted is to find someone who could become a 1/3 equal partner, reducing Merck's ownership, right? So while Lewis is out looking for a big fat racing and post-racing contract from Mercedes to fight his causes with using Mercedes money, I'm wondering if this changes things, or if they actually brought Ineos in to shoulder Lewis's $200 million contract. Or $150 million, or whatever it is he's wanting. So that's interesting. Toto did re-up his ownership. He upped it to 1/3, and now he's re-upped for a 3-year deal. So one assumes that Lewis's contract is not far behind. Watch this space. I find that whole thing intriguing. And maybe by this time next week, Grace, I'll have more thoughts on that story. But yeah, interesting nonetheless.
Does Toto get hired by himself?
Well, yeah, he's his own boss, or at least 1/3. Yeah,
but he owns 1/3, but then he signs a 3-year contract to himself to work for his
I guess
company.
with the team. Yeah.
Who is this guy that signed this contract? It's a piece of crap. We should fire him. You're right. I think he's terrible. I know. My God. Like, talk about self-talk in a notebook. Jeez.
Yeah. I think I deserve a raise. I think that young man he deserves a raise. That's how
you can walk out of that door right now, sir.
Yeah, right. With this severance package that we're willing to give you, a golden parachute of $100 million.
We called Mario Andretti, and he'll do it for a quarter of your cost.
Right. I love it. So there you go. That's in the news. Also, big news, Paul. It's like Christian Horner listens to our podcast.
I'm sure.
I'm just saying. It's tomorrow.
Be nice to Ted if you do, right? Like,
right.
Poor guy alone.
Right. Because right on the heels of you and I, Paul, saying, look, Red Bull, you got to get yourself sorted. Either you're a big boy team and you're going to hire 2 veteran pros that can go after the championship and score points, or you're a junior development program. All right. So we thought your junior team was that. You don't have time. What do? They made an announcement. Red Bull, they said they're going to be big boys. They need top shelf drivers, not young development drivers. They've just signed Sergio Perez. Probably, my guess is on a 1-year deal with options. But the Max and Sergio could be a very tough duo. Alex will be doing the reserve driver sim work now for Red Bull. And hey, at least Alex got a better deal than what Kvyat did.
Yeah, just out the door.
Yeah, Kvyat was like, we going to re-up, guys? No, we found a Japanese kid. Woo!
Hey,
Yay!
I know it's your voicemail again, but I thought somebody would call me back at some point.
Yeah. The cab didn't pick me up for the Christmas party. I don't. Why does this always happen to me?
Right. He's calling Franz, and Franz is like, Lewis, Franz who? I don't know. This isn't Franz.
Yeah, right.
Franz. There's no Franz here.
Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Well, considering like what half the grid is a former Red Bull driver at this point. So
yeah, right. Everybody's a good number.
To the point now that they're replacing each other at other teams, right? So
right. That's exactly right.
Everybody's been there.
Oh boy. Well,
bloody Catholics.
What are you gonna do? All right. Well, that's the news of this week, guys. I enjoyed it. I know that would actually require a little prep on your part, to lift the
extensive.
And I know, Paul, you just had Atticus and Huxley do it for you, but
I said like 10 other things. This it's just like the Lewis Hamilton alternate jobs. Like once I started thinking about it, I just came up with more.
Folks, just know that this list was hand curated by the three of us.
Yeah.
Paul Charsley took his own time and curated that list for you. All right. And he did it wearing disposable pants.
That's the most important.
To you people, my
gift to you. That's right. That's exactly right. So in disposable pants and all, Paul, you were brilliant.
Right. No one can see him, but I've got them on.
That's
Thank
right.
God.
Yeah.
So next week is a holiday week, folks. It is tonight is the 21st. You've got the holiday on Friday, and we got a holiday weekend. So I know we always say it, and it's true. We don't take the off season off. We plow right through the off season. We'll be with you. We do take this 1 week off. So we will be taking next Monday off. So Paul is going to be off of his Christmas high. He's still going to be hungover.
Instead of an inflatable dolphin, he's going to be hugging that Maldonado pillow in a gutter somewhere in his disposable pants.
You can see Paul's Christmas morning right now coming out. Honey, you got me a new car? Another one? No. I always wanted that Herkimer battle jitney. Thanks.
Great one that needs new suspension.
Yeah, this is
wonderful. Some engine work. Perfect.
Yeah. So, and Grace is not going to be out in the western wilds of Pennsylvania this holiday season, but her heart will be there.
It will be.
And her Maldonado pillow will be out there, and her mom's going to go, "What the hell is this? What is this, Grace?"
Great googly mooglies, Grace. What the hell is this? Right.
Yeah, right. Well, it's Pastor Maldonado, Mom.
You should know who that is.
That's right. And me, well, my holiday, it's going to be a pair of gold toe socks and a bottle of Brut by Fabergé.
There you go.
Hey, nothing. Rub it all over, Todd. Rub it all over.
Yeah. You like that smell?
You can smell like Barry Sheen.
It'll keep the puppy away.
That's right.
It'll be like a little puppy force field.
That's right. And I got to get Brut by Fabergé. Maybe I'll get my wife a bottle of Jean Naté. I don't know. We'll see.
No, you should get her some of the unisex Formula One cologne that made it on nobody's list. I was very I thought we might have to fight over that one, but nope.
Dude wouldn't wear that.
Well, nor would a lady, I'm guessing. That's what I'm just thinking. I don't know who wears unisex perfumes. I don't know that that's a scent anybody wears.
Paul wears 96 octane racing fuel.
That's right.
Just a little dab behind the ear drives the women mad.
Yeah, when I use some of that transmission fluid in my feet.
That's right.
Keeps them lubed up.
That's it. There you go. Whoa, backing away from that. Get away from that one, Grace. Let's just back away.
I know, right? I'm just gonna let that go and move right on.
Paul's like Happy Fun Ball. You back away if he starts to glow.
That's right. Don't stare directly at Paul.
Somebody fed Paul after midnight. We're gonna
don't look him in the eyes. It challenges him.
Play dead.
So am I. So anyway, we'll be taking next week off for a much needed break, and then we'll be back, Grace and I, to ease you into the new year and new Formula One news that I'm sure we will.
F1 resolutions.
Yes, F1 resolutions are coming up. Paul, are you ready to pull that off on the next cast?
I think
maybe we should do. We always do the F1 resolutions. Paul and I always have a sort of season recap that we like to do. Grace and I always ease you into the fun beer, wine, and cheese podcast.
Exactly. Well, we have no room, so I had to fill that in with something.
That's right. So Grace and I will ease you back very slowly. You can't just jump back into the F1 fray, but I'm sure we're going to have some F1 news and some, we'll have Lewis updates and all kinds of things heading into the new year. But having said that, happy holidays to all of you out there that celebrate this time of year. And we can't thank you enough for this year. I know it's been a difficult year for all of us, including all of you. And we just hope you're out there happy and staying healthy in this season. And as we said on the last podcast, kudos to Formula One for pulling off a season. Chase and the entire team did a fabulous job. So as I said the last cast, everyone that's involved in Formula One, either primary, secondary, or tertiary, that orbit the series, that made it happen, thanks to all of you. And a huge thank you to our Patreon supporters, and a massive thank you to Skip Williams and Kingsbridge BCP for the support this entire year. We could not and would not do this without you, Skip. And we thank you and all of our Patreon supporters very, very much. So, Paul, it's been a wonderful year talking and reviewing races with you. Thank you so much for making the time for all of us.
Yeah, no, thanks. As you say, it was great. We actually had a season, and it, nearly felt like old times by the time the last few races were going in, including, Abu Dhabi being very boring. So that was great.
Right. It was wonderful. And Grace, I couldn't do it without you. You're like clockwork, always there. And, it's just wonderful to be doing this. This is, what season is this? We started the podcast in 2007. So what's that quick math?
I don't know. I just realized that we're now at the point where, the drivers weren't alive when we started doing this podcast. We're getting there real soon, right?
We are almost there. That's exactly right.
I wasn't ready for that, right?
That's amazing.
Because that was the meme with Turkey, right? Was George was 4 and Lando was 6 and Kimi came in 5th, right? Oh God.
I know. I'm trying to think. Yeah, we're awful close, We're getting close. Well, it's 13 years, so it's really close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not good. I'm just going to hold on to, I'm a similar age as young driver Fernando Alonso and just hold on to that, right?
You two are allowed to test.
The young driver's test, yes.
That's right. Young driver Fernando Alonso.
It's amazing. We've been doing this 13 years.
That's
crazy. A long time, and over 700 episodes of this, and I don't know, a bunch of F1 downshifts. So anyway, it's awesome, Grace. Thank you so much for the year and friendship, and for co-hosting with me. It's been a delight. And thank you to all of you out there for listening, for watching, for emailing, for sending us direct messages, sending us tweets, sending us comments, all of you. Gosh, we wouldn't do this if it wasn't for all of you. And we can't thank all of you enough. So as we bow out of this season, have a wonderful, happy holiday. We wish you a happy new year. I will be posting throughout the holiday break on the website, so be sure to check it out. Give us a shout out on social media. We'll be there over the holidays as well. We're just going to take a break on the podcast next week, and we'll be back the following week. So until that time, when we come back to do it all over again in 2021, this is Todd, aka Negative Camber, saying so long.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
It's not what I feel I've got to prove at all. I don't really want to prove anything. I started as an amateur with no idea or no intention of becoming world champion. I was curious to find out what it was like to drive a car fast, to drive on a certain circuit, to drive a certain type of car.
Looking for a fun way to win 25 times your money this football and basketball season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projection for a wide variety of stats, and place your entry. It's as easy as that. If you have the skills, you can turn $10 into $250 with just a few taps. Easy gameplay, quick withdrawals, and injury insurance on your picks are what make Prize Picks the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community of more than 7 million players who have already signed up. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Just visit prizepicks.com/play100 and use code PLAY100. That's code PLAY100 at prizepicks.com/play100 for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
If you're a growing business and you've been doing old school accounting, it's time to find the power in your numbers with Xero. That's Xero spelled Xero. Xero is accounting software that gives you financial visibility, which helps give you confidence in your business. With automation tools and access to your financial data, it's easy to know your numbers daily, letting you focus on the big picture for your big goals. Learn more at xero.com. Xero, accounting software for better business.